Greetings, my people. I hope you're doing fine out there. Welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Future podcast with yours truly, Chrissy from Arsenal Future. This very, very young and new and vibrant, hopefully, Arsenal fan channel. Don't forget, if you've never watched us before, if you haven't done so already, please smash a like on this video and subscribe to this channel. We want you, we endorse you, we embrace you. We're here to talk about some Arsenal transfers which have happened the last few days. And you know that we've been speaking a lot about Declan Rice recently. Declan Rice is the second most expensive British transfer of all time after Jude Bellingham, his current England teammate who's moved from Borussia Dortmund to Real Madrid for eventually, with add-ons, £115 million. What a lot of money that is. And of course, Arsenal, my club, my team, have just signed Declan Rice from West Ham, London rivals West Ham, for £105 million, which would rise to that after add-ons. And if those add-ons have been fulfilled by Arsenal, we're not sure what the add-ons are yet, what they include, but I suppose it probably means if we win the title, Arsenal win the Premier League, FA Cups might be in there, maybe even the Champions League, qualification for the Champions League, so finishing in the top four. I'm hearing that now next season, the top 5 teams in the Premier League will automatically qualify for the Champions League and so on. And so maybe even England caps how many goals he scores. So maybe all of these things are the clauses in those add-ons which will be met, which hopefully will be met by the player and the club as well. So accordingly, you know, that ever-reliable journalist Fabrizio Romano tweeted yesterday. I watched his stream also as well on Instagram, where he confirmed that more or less, he said, here we go, because you know when he says here we go, that means that the transfer has been confirmed. And he said, here we go. And so that more or less means that Arsenal have actually more or less signed. It's probably 99.9% done. Signed Declan Rice from West Ham. So we're still looking for confirmation. It seems though he's going to have his medical at the weekend, between Friday, maybe Saturday. So I'm hoping by at least the latest, I don't want it to drag on too much because we're getting restless. So I'm hoping by at least the latest next week, Monday, he'll be confirmed as an Arsenal player. You know, even if it's before that, if it's on a Friday coming or the Saturday, even better. But being realistic, no one Arsenal, they like to long things out. They like to drag things out. So I'm hoping about at least next week, Monday, that Declan Rice is officially confirmed as an Arsenal player. Yeah. And also we bought Jurrien from Ajax. You know, we bidded, I think we bidded £30 million for him, and Ajax wanted closer to 50, but Arsenal didn't want to pay 50. They were trying to negotiate somewhere between sort of like 45 million pounds, which is about 45 million pounds. That's probably about 50 million euros, maybe there or thereabouts. And yes, so we now you know, Arsenal and Ajax have been talking, and the talks have gone well, and Ajax have accepted Arsenal's latest of, I think is about, I've seen on somewhere on Instagram that it's 43.5 million pounds. So Arsenal more or less have got, he was in London actually, Jurrien Timber, for talks, and of course for eventually he's going to, a medical's been scheduled for him, and he'll to have that medical, and it's more or less done, more or less confirmed. Personal terms have been agreed. The fees between the clubs, between Arsenal and Ajax, have been agreed. So all it is now is just a few technicalities. It's just for Jurrien Timber to complete his medical and more or less be unveiled like Declan Rice within the next few days as an Arsenal player. We've already got Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz. I'm becoming like Robbie from AFTV. yeah. Kai Havertz from, you know, Chelsea. We bought him for £65 million about 10 days ago, and that was really that was done. That was the first transfer by Arsenal, which was done. And now so Jurrien Timber and Declan Rice are the next in line, and we're hearing that we're going to try to sell some players to try and balance the books a bit, because we don't want to breach FFP. So we're trying to get some players off our books, the likes of Rob Holding. We already sold Pablo Mari to an Italian, to one of the clubs in Italy. I can't quite remember the name of the club. Is it Udinese? Anyway, he's gone to Italy now. £8 million. You know, I'm hearing that Rob Holding, Celtic want to sign him, and there's a couple more players. People like Lokonga is linked with Burnley, you know, so Lokonga linked with Burnley, and Tavares, Nuno Tavares, is linked with West Ham. Funny enough, ironically. And so Arsenal are looking to sell some players, get some players off the books. Also, Florian Balogun is linked as well away from Arsenal. A number of clubs are linked to Florian Balogun, such as Inter Milan, AC Milan, and so on. So we'll have to see how it pans out in the next couple of weeks, or the next few weeks, because this takes time. And hopefully we can get 3 or 4 players of our books who are surplus to requirements, and then we can go out and get, because I still think we need 3 to 4 more players. We need, as I said before, we need another striker, another wide player on the right side to compete with Saka. We need another midfield player, even if we keep Thomas Partey, because we're going to have Partey, Jorginho, Declan Rice. Elneny's really not really, he's a squad player. So we're going to have Partey, Jorginho, Declan Rice, and we need another player if Thomas Partey goes. If we keep Partey, then it might be okay, but I would still want us to go out and get another midfield player, even if we keep Thomas Partey, because he's very injury prone. So I'd like us to get Lavia from Southampton. I've been talking a lot about him on this channel a lot. You know, so those are the players we need: a right-sided attacking player to come to keep to compete with Saka, a striker, because we do miss a lot of chances, and Gabriel Jesus isn't a prolific striker. And we also need another centre midfield player, whether or not we keep a Partey or not, because Xhaka's going to go to Leverkusen as well. We're going to do another stream about this as well at a later date, about Xhaka, about my opinions of him, and some of the fans' opinion of him. I know we can't speak for everybody. And we need, as I said, a backup keeper to push Ramsdale, and maybe even eventually take over from Ramsdale. And I think then our squad is more or less complete. And maybe what we do going forward, we'll just add 1 or 2 here and there, freshen up the squad a bit. Because when you're winning and when you're competing, you still have to freshen up the squad. Look at Manchester City. Pep always, freshens up his squad all the time. He doesn't leave any stone unturned. So it's always good to keep the players that you have on their toes. Yeah. And okay, so as I said, don't forget, before you leave, smash a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. We've only got a few subscribers thus far. We're trying to grow. There's going to be a lot of changes to the channel. We've got a lot of content coming up. I'm going to do a content very soon about my fantasy Arsenal 11. I'm going to try and do a whole squad, but if I can't do an whole squad, I'll definitely do a fantasy 11, and I'll let you know the players who I want to see at the club and how we're going to line up formation wise and so on. So at this juncture, we'll say thank you so much for your participation. Spread the word about this new channel, this new up and coming Arsenal fan channel. And even if you don't support Arsenal, we welcome you. It's not just for Arsenal fans, of course, it's for football fans, but predominantly, as you know, what it says on the tin, it's Arsenal Future, so it's an Arsenal fan channel, but we welcome every supporter from around the world, from any club. Once you have a very good input, once you have a very good point to make, then we welcome you. And then we're going to do some live streams very, very soon as well. So you take care of yourselves and each other, and once again, peace out. Guidance.